Imagine risking everything to reclaim your city, knowing almost no one is coming to help. August 1, 1944. The Warsaw Uprising begins. For 63 days, Polish resistance, mainly the Home Army, fought desperately to throw out their Nazi occupiers. Warsaw, once called the Paris of the East, became a battlefield. Young men and teenage girls ran messages through ruins, dodging snipers and machine guns. Homemade grenades and stolen weapons stood against German tanks, flamethrowers, and aircraft. Soviet forces waited just across the Vistula River. The city's heroes expected help, but Stalin's troops stopped. No help came, not from the east and little from the west. Allied airdrops sometimes missed their targets, falling into German hands. The world watched, but Warsaw was alone. The price for resistance was unimaginable. About 16,000 Polish fighters and 150,000 to 200,000 civilians died. German retaliation was brutal. After repelling the uprising, they systematically destroyed most of the city. By October, the Home Army surrendered. Nazi flags replaced Polish banners. Survivors faced forced labor, execution, or deportation. But something survived. The world saw Warsaw's courage, ordinary people refusing to submit. Their memory fueled Poland's fight against occupation and inspired future generations. Stone by stone, Warsaw was rebuilt after the war, a testament that freedom leaves deep roots, deeper than rubble, stronger than tanks, alive even when hope seems lost. So next time you see Warsaw's old town, remember, every brick remembers the echo of resistance. History's shadows may stretch, but the spirit of the uprising still burns bright. Curious what happened next and how Poland found its long road to freedom? Stay tuned, there's more to this story.